What's good, StarCraft fans? It's me, your boy, Captain Canuck, aka the Real Winter Soldier. And alongside me today is the one and only F=MA. Say hi to the people. Oh, he did not join the call yet. That's so not awkward, guys.
There we go.
There we go. Boom. Say hi to the people.
Hello. Sorry, it took me a second because it killed the call that we were in earlier, apparently. So my apologies there.
All good.
So it looks like I don't know who Into the New is, but we'll get SpeCial up here.
Get SpeCial, cool. All right, guys, we are getting ready. We're getting into the match. Things are getting hyped. They're getting exciting. We are about ready to go here for our fantastic series between Astrea and SpeCial. It's definitely going to be a good one. It's been a while since I've gotten to cast. I've never gotten to cast with F=MA, but I have only seen and heard good things. So I'm excited for this.
Yeah, me too. I'm super stoked because you've never cast with me. Obviously, that means I've never cast with you, and I'm excited to get this going.
Oh yeah. Guys, quickly before we get into the game, as one of our players has asked for 1 second, please remember to use Matcherino code. We have some extra code. We have some codes that we need used. So Sushi has so generously used the Matcherino command. If you missed it, please use it again and use that code and go at 50 cents to the prize pool for free, and make our day. Just do it. You won't.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it's free for you. The players appreciate it. We appreciate it, and it helps make sure that this wonderful content can keep coming to you.
And guys, SpeCial his team just disbanded. He needs some extra dough. If he's gonna be having tacos, we need to take care of our Juanito.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, we're almost ready to go. So guys, this is going to be a best of 9 series. We do have a Spanish cast as well going on down with Enki, our lovely, amazing Spanish caster, and in partnership with Team Gosu, who is also casting this. But you want to watch this one. This is going to be the primetime English cast right here.
For sure.
Everyone, let me know if my mic is too quiet, as in the past it has been slightly. I want to make sure things are ready to go. But guys, we're getting ready to load up in game number 1. Mr. F=MA, you can introduce our first player, and once it loads up, and we will get ready to rumble.
Yeah. I'm pretty stoked here. It looks like we're about in. All right, well, spawning in the bottom right side, sporting the wonderful red color and representing Alpha X, we have the Protoss Astrea.
And in the top left side of Nightshade, Linger, Entrails. We're rolling with it. Give it up for the Blue Terran from Mexico. It's SpeCial.
Now, SpeCial already has an SCV on the other side of the map. I think there's another one on the way. I think we're about to see some cheeky things here.
Well,
now,
baby.
Astrea's looking for it. He's sent his probe down there. We'll see as he wanders over. Oh,
and he spots it.
Oh, he finds it.
Oh, immediately gets a cancel on the first barracks. The second one's still going to go down. The SCV is going to defend his brother to be able to complete the barracks, but Astrea is in prime time position to be able to defend this. He's sending 2 more probes down to greet this cheekiness. And we are going to get rolling here, guys.
Yeah, we'll have to see. It looks like the cancel does go down, which that's going to set SpeCial's tech back quite a bit here. He has to restart the barracks at home.
The barracks is starting at the same time as the cybernetics core. My word, this is a fantastic position for Astrea to be in, and I guarantee you guys, but SpeCial, you sneaky devil, you sly dog, putting the end eBay block. Astrea, known for his greed in PvT, and is going to get denied here, but is going to potentially get a bit aggressive here.
Yeah, Astrea only has 2 on one of his guests. I don't see any crazy tech coming out yet. I mean, maybe he'll notice and put 3 on both of them, but I think you're right. Looks like he's going for that greed.
Yeah, and he's just going to stay on the 1 gate for now. Going to try and be annoying with this probe over here with no Marine or Reaper out. The barracks will now complete, but the Adept's already going to be making her way across the map here. As the first one completes, Astrea will be following it up with another Adept. Going to just keep that pressure on. But yeah, Nexus down. All right, so Mr. F=MA, what have you been doing in PvT lately? What's been your special flavor?
The thing I've been trying to play around with pretty recently has been this kind of proxy void ray build. It's it's a little spicy. As the Adept shows up, we're gonna hop into game 2. Getting that scout so early, causing both of those racks to get canceled. Too far behind SpeCial.
SpeCial trying to play the cheeky card, known for his bit of annoyance with this matchup, trying to get under Astrea's skin and dictate the pace of the game, but unfortunately that will not be the play today, at least for game number 1. So quick little victory. These games will not all be like that, we promise. I know. We will challenge F=MA's ability to be in a game for longer than 5 minutes, as we know.
Hey now.
For those of you who don't know, he's a cannon rusher. And who told me he achieved his new MMR record today. So everyone, round of applause for that.
Yeah, woo. Yeah, we broke 4.9 for 4.9K today. All right. Looks like we'll be hopping into Purity and Industry for this next one.
Okay, hold on. I made a silly mistake and pressed some hotkey that switched where the production showed up. Fortunately, it didn't really end up mattering. That's not a word. It fortunately didn't matter, but we're gonna be good to go. So we're gonna kind of restart this now. Game 2, practically game 1, just giving Astrea a little bit of an advantage. SpeCial's a nice guy, you know. He's trying to help his dude out.
SpeCial's just looking at this. He knows, like, okay, I looked at how the results went for Stay-at-Home Story Cup. Protoss didn't fare so well, so we got to give him a leg up.
Yeah, no, it's Astrea's playing the weaker race, so you gotta give him an advantage. It's only fair. Only fair. I do feel bad for Protoss and their efforts in Stay-at-Home Story Cup today. I did get to watch a little bit of it. Did you watch much of it?
I've seen bits and pieces. I need to go back and watch the VODs, but I don't want to spoil too much. But with the state of the players, because I am a Protoss player, I was less interested in watching the top 8. All right, well, spawning in the dark side of Purity and Industry, once again wearing that beautiful red color from Alpha X, we have Astrea.
And in the northern spawn of Purity and Industry, channeling the Purifiers, hoping that he can turn them to the Terran side. The blue player from Mexico, give it up for SpeCial. Not doing anything special on the opposite side of the map, but that does not stop Astrea from scooting and tooting this probe around.
Maybe that was SpeCial's whole plan. He's going to force Astrea to scout everything, not allow him to cut any corners.
Yeah. All right, so the probe's just now going to move across the map. Now, SpeCial, I am hoping he can put a little bit more pressure on this now and start to bring it back. I don't want a 5-0. I have seen Astrea get 5-0'd in these Korea matches. Astrea currently living over in Korea, and I know SpeCial was stuff. But yeah, okay. So Reaper now on the way. Probe just gonna see what's normally going down. Just gonna try and delay the command center. And oh, nice block there.
Ooh, gets a little bit there, yeah.
But Terran, with their ability to fly buildings, will say, "Screw you, Probe. I don't give a darn." And Astrea's just gonna move back up. Now
we should put. Oh, go for it.
No, you go.
I was going to say, it's interesting to note, SpeCial did choose this map, so I'm guessing he's going to have something, something prepared for this map, some sort of aggression, timing push, something or other.
Now, what I'm curious about is, does this block the Reaper, this little Reaper wall? Now, obviously this side is not blockable, but the Adept's going to come in. Reaper going to try and get a Probe. One going into the yellow, but Reaper. Ooh, is the Reaper going to get out? The Reaper? No.
Ooh, is the Shade?
Oh! I don't know.
He started healing, I think.
Yeah, no, he's got enough health to survive one more shot. Okay, he's good. He's good.
Nice. Yeah. That's a great question that you're asking about the ramp there. It depends on whether or not this exhaust port thing is, obstructing the jumping path.
Okay. Let's see here. So, in theory, now it's so hard to tell in StarCraft when something's actually a wall. That is a struggle, but I can't tell. Anybody at home, if you can tell, let me know. But bunker's up, ready to go. So SpeCial, he's going into Hellion, so he's going to try and do a little bit of a Hellion play. Most likely a drop. Astrea is going to scout this. Now, I have been having a ton of trouble with Hellions in PvT right now. I even today faced this super weird build where this guy, like, one base rushed Hellions and sent the first two across the map when I only had 2 units. And it actually did an annoying amount of damage. And I feel very, very embarrassed by how that went.
I've been seeing a few, seeing that on my end as well. You know, people going for even the proxy factory as well, and kind of just either floating it in or doing making a starport out there and lifting them as well.
We've got a couple more barracks going up in Terran's main right now. It's looking like we're going to have some kind of 3-racks push after this. It's just going to be a double Widow Mine drop to follow up the attempted Hellion poke. But just going for the Adept. Okay. Well, that happened.
Well, yeah. Hellion did go into the natural, picked up 2 probes there while this mine burrowing and unburrowing was happening. Nothing too crazy. Stalkers were able to get home and pick it off, but the 2 kills are definitely something that I'm sure SpeCial is happy with.
Something's always better than nothing. Hellion paid for itself.
And it got the scout.
Yeah. Widow Mine drop not getting anything done right now. Astrea just going up to 2 forges, getting that 3rd base blink, getting the whole 9 yards of your normal, just standard Protoss force. But is he going to have enough in time for this 3-racks push that's coming up from SpeCial?
Ooh, the blink forward almost picking off the medevac. I mean, it's still at half health, but if SpeCial hadn't been watching it, getting a couple more volleys with those 4 stalkers, excuse me.
Now this medevac trying to bait out some blinks. Unfortunately, cannot recall. Just gonna chill here for now. This must be so frustrating. Having the power of recall whenever I play off race, I always get super annoyed in these situations. Not sure what to do.
Yeah, for sure. I think at this point, SpeCial's probably focusing on other things.
6 gateways going on up here for Astrea, who's actually significantly down in supply right now. That army supply is skyrocketed up for SpeCial right now, as stem combat shields and +1 are about 4 to 5 sevens to the way done here. The army's going to start to start to move out here, getting ready to scoot and toot and put some pressure on the Protoss. Astrea not having much yet, but with his gateways just finishing up, he's going to be able to start getting some good warpins here. But he's going to have to spot this. He does spot it with the Adept at the Watchtower. He's going to be able to start getting ready.
Yeah, I was going to say the Observer that went into SpeCial's natural went right around the army, but having the vision from the Xel'Naga Tower did let him know, okay, there's something coming. I need to get my units in position. He's got a sentry there for force fields. I think he's gathered what he has, and he's going to try to make the hold here.
Now this is a good ramp to hold. SpeCial's going to have to be very careful trying to engage up into this. Astrea is going to get supply capped here. So what he has is what he's got for now. Scan going down to try and see any observers, but SpeCial just going to start to chip away at these things. Try and bait Astrea down. Astrea standing, showing great patience here. But going to lose a gateway, potentially the cybernetics core.
Well, while that was happening, the posturing from SpeCial caused Astrea's attention to get pulled away. 13 probes fell to that the medevac with the 2 mines down at the 3rd base.
Ooh. There is a huge drop in the main, though, from Astrea. Warping of Zealots just going to start to respond to that. Zealots slicing up some SEVs, and a big attack coming down here on the force of SpeCial. SpeCial's Widow Mine's got some damage done, but the Bile Force is going to start to thin out the Zealots, and actually the Bile Force is going to stand strong. Force field
Mine's at home trying to... Go ahead. Yeah.
Force
so
field
two probes fighting at the same time.
Biowave slip past the force field. Force field not able to quite do enough. The medevac's doing a lot of good here. Only a couple stalkers trying to chip away at those. Zealots have continued to get thinned out of here. The Marauders tanking beautifully, and the Marine DPS standing strong. Concussive Shell's just about to finish that +1 attack. Doing so good. The Widow Mine's coming back into the natural here, trying to get more work done. 22 SUVs have gone down the opposite side of the map. The Zealots only now just getting cleaned up finally. The Marine force is here, but GG from Astrea, and SpeCial's going to tie things up.
Yeah, that was a lot of tension, a lot of things happening at the same time there, with the drop from both players occurring at the same time. Very well done. The multitasking by SpeCial is just a little bit better, allowing him to defend and go for the kill.
Very nicely done.
All right, so
now Astrea had killed more workers. He did have a worker lead there, but the army supply was what I think did it. But I don't know if Astrea really needed to leave quite yet in that game. He might have been able to hold on.
Yeah, I think yeah, that's a tough one. There were, I guess Astrea did have his 3rd Nexus up. There were a couple things. Might have been a little bit premature, but he's confident that he'll be able to take the next map, so we'll move along into Eternal Empire.
Eternal Empire going to be coming up. Now that one's going to be pretty good. Neither player really getting to, I feel, really getting to their groove. It's kind of been a little awkward and bumpy so far these first 2 games. Both players just awkwardly engaging or harassing each other. But it worked out the 2nd game for SpeCial. I like that he still went for stuff. It's hard to keep up with Terran harassment when the multi-prong's good, I find, as Protoss.
Yeah, for sure. I think, yeah, just the fact that he was able to drop those 2 mines and get the 13 probes right off the bat at the start of that fight was probably something that,
Yeah. On the supply
Astrea,
block.
yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay, sorry for not joining the game. I had to change something with my settings, so I am logging back in.
Oh.
So I'll be able to jump in.
My apologies. Oh, yeah. Wait, we didn't get you in here. Sorry. Yeah, let me, I will pause and then we'll remake.
Oh, no. I'm so sorry. I should have said something. I'm so sorry, guys. A little bit. It's been a little while since I've done this, so I'm apparently a little rusty. So.
Work is essential to it would work.
So, what do you think the final score is going to be? What's your prediction here?
Ooh.
Who do you think takes this?
I don't know. These players are both very good. I'm gonna stick with Astrea coming out. I'm a Protoss player. I gotta root for the home team on Alpha X.
Now, okay, so I have to. I always like to counter my co-caster when I have one on their prediction, but that is hard since Astrea's on my team. So I will also say Astrea wins in heart, but to stay true to form, I will say SpeCial wins 5-3.
Okay.
Just to be contradictory. Just to be contradictory.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be close. I would say that it's gonna be a 5-4. I think we're gonna see the full 9, but it's gonna be the other way, Astrea.
Okay. And also thank you, Logic Soldier, for the 100 biddies. help and support Alpha X. Guys, remember to use the Matcherino code. We need your help. Because not all of us, not everyone has bits, but everyone has a free account to which they can use a Matcherino code. But guys, get ready. Because here we go, game number 3. One of these players is going to start to take an edge. Which one will it be? I don't know. Let's introduce our players. Take it away.
Spawning in the blue this time, the bottom left, our Protoss player from Alpha X, we have Astrea.
And in the top right, deciding that they want to confuse you. Thank goodness they're different races. This time in the red. From Mexico, it's Juanito Eke SpeCial. Okay. So again, no proxies from either side. Now, Astrea, is this a wall? Is this an attempt at a Reaper wall?
I was just looking at that. I'm guessing, to the right side of the pylon, you could drop your core maybe, and that really kind of blocks things off a lot. So you have to come in right around the ramp.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I guess it's. You know what? Let's see. No, because they can just.
I'm sure there's a reason. I'm sure there's an optimization that he has come up with.
Astrea plays a lot of StarCraft, so I trust him. I trust him to know what he's doing. He's gonna tickle this SVR to try and take on this barracks all by himself, but two homeboys come to defend, and we're just gonna be chilling. So Astrea's gonna drop the Nexus now. I am really hoping that we get to see a little bit of a later game, because Astrea will sometimes in PvT bring out. He will bring out carriers, which make my day. I love using carriers in PvT. I have a way of getting to them in some situations, but
what is the opening? How do you
Phoenix.
Okay. Yeah.
I like to invent my own builds because I like to pretend I'm a pro gamer.
Hey man.
But not actually. I never actually want to reach this level. These guys are way too good. It'd be too hard to keep up.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. So there's
Reaper making its way across the map.
There's that cybernetics core that does fit quite snugly. Okay. So let's see. Reaper. Oh no, he didn't go the right way.
Okay, well, I want to point out at the top center of the map, we got a probe. That probe that was scouting earlier. He's just kind of hanging out there, not on a tower. Oh, it's moving.
Oh, did it?
What you gonna make, little friend?
Oh, it's DTs. 100% it's DTs. He just dropped a Twilight Shrine, and with the procs, I'm so calling DTs right now. We'll
I think there's a strong case to be made for it. There is no pylon yet, so we don't want to jump the gun quite yet. But that it certainly seems like having that probe hidden on the map could lend itself to doing something like that.
So now here's a question for you: why is SpeCial right now so against building a bunker? Because he lost an SCV, was delaying getting SCVs and Marines down here. I feel like he should have just built a bunker. I don't know. Maybe he just refuses, but I don't know. But there's the Dark Shrine.
There. Oh, the pylon has dropped. Oh, the Dark Shrine is actually not up at the north. The Dark Shrine is in the natural. So if Astrea comes in there, he's going to see it sitting right next to that Nexus.
Hidden in plain sight, as they say. But ooh, F equals MA. There's a Mariner scouting. Oh. I don't know. I don't think the path he's on is
going to go right past it.
Oh my gosh. Man, guys, Eternal Empire, you don't think it'd be... Oh, no, it does. Oh, no, he sees it. He sees it.
He sees it.
But does he see it? Oh, he does. Oh, wait.
The probe is aware.
But the Marine isn't. The Marine just went back. SpeCial. There's... Buddy.
He's got to see it on his mini-map.
Oh, no, he's sending the
He's sending the cyclone out there. Yeah.
Trying to scare Astrea away. So the Dark Shrine will finish. He's not going to be able to warp in across on the opposite side of the map, but we'll see what the game plan is. What's the play? Astrea?
Hallucinated Phoenix coming over here to just get some scouting up. Now, when the DTs show up, as they inevitably will, there's still a ton of energy on these command centers. SpeCial's been saving it a little bit, not calling down the mules immediately as he hits that nice 50 energy. So we'll see if they can get anything done. He actually hasn't made any quite yet. He's just kind of keeping them in his back pocket. Maybe he's going to wait for the Warp Prism.
I feel like that's going to be really late, but it could work. Ooh, Stalker going to get picked off, but so is the Reaper here. Cyclone going to get away. Going to be able to pick off those that unit, but have to back off for now. There is a drop coming out, though. Nice big double Doom drop here out of SpeCial. Lining up with Stim here. I'm going to start to move out. 16 Marines, 2 Medevacs, and a Dream. We'll see. Will Blink be enough? Is there enough? I don't know if Astrea has enough units right now. He's got 4 Stalkers and 2 Sentries.
Oh, the Warp Prism just barely misses seeing those 2 Medevacs. Now, conversely, that also means that the Medevacs didn't see the Warp Prism. But right now, the workers are falling for Astrea. And he's actually going to have to run home. Now, SpeCial certainly sees the Dark Shrine.
Yeah, okay, so he sees it, he confirms it, and we'll get on out, start to drop those missile turrets. And he's just going to continue to build up that army. He's only now just dropping the 3rd CC. I'm going to be planning for a bigger push here. Warp Prism is going to come in. 1 Dark Templar is the play here. Astrea, oh, he's going to go for 2. Okay, I was a little confused by just 1.
Yeah, it seems like a lot just to send those over there.
The first one just going to go and deny the 3rd. Nice play. Warp Prism now going to come into the main here. We'll see what it can get done. There is no turret here in the main, but there is enough scan energy. Dark Templar's going to get a nice pull immediately from SpeCial. No SCVs going down yet. He might be able to get 1. Okay, he gets 1. Oh, the Dark Templar down in the natural. Okay, so nicely dealt with by SpeCial, but Astrea did delay some mining time. But here's this big push. Man, I'm worried here for Astrea.
Yeah, morals are good, but I don't know if they're this good. As the bio is coming up, great force field is going to help zone out some of that stuff. The mine's getting picked off. Oh, not quite getting picked off all the way. The Marauders and Marines pushing forward, tearing through all of the stuff, and that's going to do it. SpeCial takes game number 3.
All right, so Astrea, I've seen this before. He goes very focused on the economy, but SpeCial knows that and has been punishing him with these 3 racks pushes. He technically got a 3rd, was getting a 3rd base there, but I don't know if if it really counts as a 3rd base. And Astrea needs to be more prepared. I feel he needs some kind of response. He just hasn't had the army these last 2 games to deal with SpeCial's push, which isn't hard to spot. He sees it with the hallucinated phoenixes.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, map number 4 is Everdream. What is your opinion on this map?
I like Everdream. Of the new maps that have come out, I think it's like, I don't know, the most standard, I guess. You know, Golden Wall's got some wonky things about it. And what's the other? Purity and Industry is a little bit strange as well. I think Everdream's a pretty solid map.
I found it to be like, I feel really claustrophobic on Everdream. I feel like I just don't have any space to put
Interesting.
Stuff. Maybe it's the color, but it feels just so tiny to me. And I normally like every map, but there's been like 2 maps now in the last 6 months I haven't liked. I didn't like Winter's Gate because it had too many slow zones, and now Everdream. Nightshade I'm not a huge fan of because it's too dark, but I've grown. It's grown on me.
Yeah. Yeah, well, that's interesting. Both Everdream and Nightshade have that darker tile set. Let's go ahead and introduce our players. Spawning in the bottom left are blue Protoss, once again, hailing and representing from and for Alpha X. It is Astrea.
And in the top, and by top left I mean top right. In the red again. just make it look right. Everyone, turn your heads to the right. In the red from Mexico, he is Juanito, aka SpeCial.
So,
Ooh.
Oh, walked right past that SCV. I don't think either player's responded. They might have passed each other, but they're proxying each other here.
I'm gonna build a base in your base, they both say. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Now this is just gonna be two racks Marines here out of SpeCial. He has yet to get a gas, so we're not getting Reapers or any Marauder shenanigans. Hey Skipper, what's good, man? Oh, little Zila. Oh man, and you're here too. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. But who's got the better proxy? Astrea's gateway on the opposite side of the map is the second one, as he dropped one in the main. So this is, this. I forget whose eco cheese this is. Zeno told me. I can't remember. But
well, it's not quite the max packs because there was a gate before the second pylon. But yeah, it's some sort of. We'll see. Oh, the bunker's going down.
But Astrea's seen. He's seen that he's in trouble.
Oh yeah.
He sees no barracks.
He
sees no barracks in the main. But the bunker's gonna get down here on the low ground, and now the high ground bunker's getting in. Only a zealot here to start things off. And the second gateway on the opposite side of the map, not gonna be any help at all. Shield battery going down the face of it. Probes pulled off the line, help deny this high ground bunker. But that's a lot of SCVs, man.
Yeah, there's three of them out. One is gonna fall. More probes getting pulled here, and he you know, Astrea realizes he cannot let this bunker get up.
No, this LA. No, SCV coming in to keep things moving and grooving. One of the Marines does get picked off. The Marine's gonna have to run away from this stalker. Eventually, the bunker will get canceled, and Astrea's in a good position to hold here. However, he has a lot of pressure put on. He has lost a couple of probes that he otherwise would not have wanted to. And that stalker's not going to be able to take out that bunker anytime soon. One of the barracks is going to head home, one into the main, and it looks like SpeCial is going to transition.
Yeah, I mean, we should point out though that even though Astrea lost a couple workers there, you know, SpeCial had to pull those 2 workers at the beginning. He lost all 3 of them that were there trying to build the bunkers. So Astrea is, you know, a little bit farther ahead, but typically expect Protoss to be ahead in the worker count at this timing of the game. I think it's gone a little bit sideways here. But usually the Protoss player can chrono boost their probes.
Ooh! SpeCial nearly getting this around on this stalker. The SCV's doing their best to chase it away, doing an actually really good job, only losing 2 so far. Marines now just going to be able to come back. The SCVs, oh, they're able to get this around. The stalker's trapped. Nice Myco here out of SpeCial to keep the stalker surrounded. The first stalker going to go down to only 3 SCVs. A 4th will finally get taken out by the second stalker. But these SCVs doing a phenomenal job. But the Marines finally able to come back and help defend the front. SCV is going to go and attack the pylon. Warp gate's completing. But SpeCial is going to be able to chase Astrea away for now, but for how long? Because Astrea's not building a Nexus. Well, he is now, but...
Astrea? Oh, there it goes. Yeah, the caster curse.
It's classic me. Incorrect predictions, but Cyclone on the way next. So what does each player have to do to move forward in this game? What's the next step?
I think we're going to see, you know, a little bit of this pressure here. You know, 3 stalkers can get a little bit done here. They're only 4 Marines, but once the Cyclone comes out, it's probably going to force Astrea to go home.
Yeah.
And by probably, I mean it definitely should. And actually staying here is probably a little bit risky. He might be overstaying his welcome. But he's, you know, planning on just going for the econ thing. I think both players are going to tech a little bit, start making workers again, and go into a much more macro-oriented game.
First stalker does get picked off like predicted. None of the Marines still staying alive. A little bit of misfire there out of Astrea. There he goes. Cyclone will get the second lock on. Nice pullback here out of Astrea, getting maximum output here out of these stalkers. And actually right now, these stalkers look like they're going to be able to chase away everything right now. And SpeCial is only building workers behind this. He doesn't have any army. If Astrea went back with those stalkers, he could do so much. Oh, Astrea.
Yeah.
Buddy. Gosh dang it.
I think this is the wise call, though. I mean, if he tried to walk up there and another Cyclone popped out, he would just lose both of those units for free. I think this is the safer play. You know, he knows that his Nexus is a little bit ahead. He knows that he's killed one of these bunkers and another bunker had to lift off and fly home. So I think he's just trying to leverage the advantage that he already has.
That is a good point. And Astrea getting that 3rd base down now, too. Just trying to ramp up that economic advantage that he's built for himself through this play and the pressure that he's put on with the stalkers. SpeCial has gotten a full read on what Astrea is going for. However, this hallucinated Phoenix is also given Astrea the knowledge that he wants. And he sees 3 barracks again out of SpeCial. Three barracks, 1 factory, 1 starport. So SpeCial's looking to go for a big timing push. Let's see if Astrea can adjust. He's getting blink again. He's not croning her at anything, and he's only working off of how many gateways we got? Only 2 for now.
It's not a lot of production structures. The 2 gateways and the 1 robo facility. But as time drags on, this is going to favor Astrea because he has that 3rd nexus.
Yeah. Now, guys, I hope I'm wrong here, but when I do this against a Terran, if I go this greedy, I lose. But now, see, here's why Astrea is Grandmaster, and I'm Diamond 1. He's getting 4 gateways. He's preparing a little bit earlier right now. Normally, when we see this going down, SpeCial has like double the army supply that he has currently. Astrea is prepping beforehand. His blink's about to finish. He's got charge immediately queued up, chronoing it behind it. He's putting on more pressure with his stalkers, keeping tabs on the army, and is going to be able to do a lot more. And I think he's going to be better prepared this time to hold the push. I think he's got this game in the bag.
Yeah, like we said, earlier, the econ is favoring Astrea at this point. The workers at 52 to 40, not a huge lead, but that's still quite a bit. Mules obviously offset that, but having the ability to crank out 3 workers at a time, if he so chooses to, will keep leveraging or keep pushing him forward.
Yeah, and Astrea for most of this game has had a solid income advantage. It swung up into SpeCial's favor a little bit, as Mules, like you pointed out, after this MMA. But Astrea's back in business. He's 9 workers ahead. But now here comes the push. But the Stalkers are picking off what they can, shaving off his Marines, and if they can, get a tank. He's going to blink away when needed, and Astrea is nearly at equal army supply. He's getting his charge lot force. He's getting another Immortal. There is a Liberator dealing damage in the main. Nice harassment here out of SpeCial. It's going to deny some mining here. A singular Stalker's warped in, but here comes the push. The tank's not quite sieged up in position. Astrea dancing, this little dance here, but SpeCial's going to get up the ramp. Siege tanks start to siege. The Zealots move forward. Here we go. Beautiful force fields onto the Marines. They will have no escape against the Zealots. The Zealots charging, slicing, and dicing through the meaty remains of these Marines, but that's a lot of SCVs behind it, and all the siege tanks remain alive. The Astrea's force is going to have to back up, but he is ahead in army supply.
Yeah, I think with the Immortal pushing out, it fell on the wrong side of the map, but or the wrong side of the factory, or the Robo facility. But the push is continuing to come in here. Now that Immortal's wandering away, and there's no shield battering up there. Where are you going?
I'm not sure, but another huge warping of Zealots here at home for SpeCial's. Astrea warped in a ton of Zealots and has decimated every single one except for 3. That is the new loneliest number, guys. The final remains of SpeCial's forces are trying to micro their heart out, but Astrea had too much this time. And let's go, Astrea tying up the series a 2-2.
Yeah, the warping across on the other side of the map with that force of Zealots, beautifully done by Astrea.
Wonderful plays. I think he read the situation a lot better that time and prepared earlier. I like his preparation of how many gates he got and when. He had enough, and I would be so nervous to do what he's doing with that War Prism play, warping in so many Zealots across the map while being attacked, because it feels like he has so little units and that the Terran's just going to be able to charge forward, but he's made it work.
Yeah, for sure.
Next map's going to be Zen. Zen is my favorite map to do my Phoenix carrier build because there's lots it feels like there's a lot of airspace. Not like empty airspace, but with all the cliffs and ridges and weird paths, a lot of places to run away or swing in from that is it's hard to watch everywhere. And so SpeCial so far has shown good multitasking capability, so I'm hoping in this game we get to see some really cool multi-pronged attacks here, and hopefully longer than just a 2-base push, because SpeCial has just shown that he has no desire to play beyond 2 bases in this game, in the series so far. But I want to see it. I want to see both players show what kind of compositions they like to go for beyond the 2-base.
Yeah, and when you start getting into those bigger macro games, you can get a lot more interesting compositions, right? It's not just the okay, I'm going to make like Marines and tanks, or I'm going to make charge lots and immortals. You start having to mix in different tiered units from different tech structures, and kind of have a well-rounded army. All right, as we climb into this game, sporting the blue color once again. From Alpha X, it is our Protoss player, Astrea.
Doing good, tying things up, but this magnificent man is back and ready to attack. Guys, he's not sending SCVs across the map right now, but he will be sending something soon. Give it up for SpeCial!
Yeah, I mean, both times he's gone for a proxy, Astrea has been able to take the game. I wonder if, SpeCial is thinking about that at all, if he's like trying to factor that in, like, okay, maybe I can't proxy this guy. What's the thought process here?
Yeah, I think it gives Astrea the time he needs, because the games he's lost, if he had 30 to 60 more seconds in the game, he would have been in a phenomenal spot. He had everything lining up. It just was a little bit too late for the direction SpeCial was taking the game. So I think the proxies delay SpeCial enough. Well, at least from what last game showed, delayed SpeCial enough to allow Astrea to get to the point he wanted, where he could win.
Yeah. It is actually really interesting to note that Astrea does have to send this probe all the way up. He checks the top to the left side of his base and a whole bunch of different locations because he's worried about the possibility of these proxies.
Yeah, and so the one game he didn't scout around for it, that's when he got burned, or almost burned. He got burned a little bit. SpeCial wasn't able to quite close it out, but nice, good. SpeCial doing the little fancy thing. I think getting a Marine before the reactor just to be able to help chase away that probe. Make his life a little bit easier. SCV scout coming in, but oh no, wait, sorry, he didn't get a I thought it was a Reaper heading across the map. No, he skipped the Reaper.
No.
Going for Reaper.
Yeah, sent the SCV to go over there, skipping the Reaper entirely.
Interesting. Okay. So he's gonna get a reactor, now getting a factory, moving the factory a little bit behind the wall. I think that's still being vision of something going up there, but we'll see. We'll see if he does that. Now skipping the Reaper, Boom Sauce. Why skip the Reaper? The gas allows you to get your tech a little bit faster because Reapers cost 50 gas. And depending on when you start your refinery, that extra 50 gas can help you get that factory along with your reactor a little bit faster in this game to potentially put on some pressure. SpeCial's going to want to put on some kind of pressure, do some kind of drop, run by. We'll see what it is.
Some slight tech push.
Yeah. It's going to be a tech lab on the factory. Okay.
Well, it could be a tech lab on the factory, or he could put that starport, swap those as soon as the starport finishes. So we'll have to wait and see what happens. Last time he made some cyclones previously, so I don't think it's going to be Banshees, but that is an option should he choose to. So it's going to be a tank coming up.
Okay. So is this a tank drop then? Do you think?
It could be a drop. It could just be a push. He's got a lot of Marines. I saw a thing the other day. A couple different people. They were doing some sort. Obviously, it's not going to happen in this game, but there was like an unstimmed timing push. Now, people were pushing with ghosts and those unstimmed Marines, so this is certainly not that push. But the thought, I think, it was a weird push, but it worked. I think they EMP'd the shield batteries and then just ran over with unstimmed Marines, which I think sounds bad. I mean, stim is a very, very strong. Oh, he's gonna look at the depth finish. Oh, having to recall it out.
And he wanted to get the full vision that the Adept. The Adept Shade does not have the same vision range as a unshaded Adept. But he was able to see how many Marines were out and that there was a siege tank.
He wasn't able to see the starport, but he's got to assume that that's just slightly out of vision.
Now, guys, Astrea making adjustments. Normally by this point he'd already have his Nexus about 2 to 3/7 of the way done. Instead he dropped 4 gateways and is now dropping his Nexus. So he knows that there's a push coming in. Okay, so it's a push with 2 tanks. The Adept sees it coming, sees things ready to go, pulling some of the boys, not all of the boys, just a handful. Drop a bunker or 2 if he can. But Astrea's gonna have, he's got Blink ready and he's warping in. His gateways are just finishing. He sniped the medevac.
Yeah. Luckily, SpeCial did unload those siege tanks first. If that had gone down with the siege tanks inside of it, I think that would have been quite tilting for our Terran player.
Absolutely game over. Yeah, Bunker's trying to get dropped down. Not so far, but these Stalkers don't have the support to be able to jump in on top of these siege tanks. The siege tanks are going to start to leapfrog. Start to pressure this third base of Astrea. Astrea going to try and get some more weapons behind the SpeCial. Is getting a third base, so he's not completely all in here. Does get the cancel on this Nexus. Astrea trying to flank here with these Stalkers. Bunk building a bunch more. So the flanks coming in. The siege tanks are in siege. This might be the time that Astrea wants to jump. Siege tanks are sieging now, and here comes Astrea in. The big blink is about to come in. One of the Stalkers is about to get picked off. The second one from the north is able to get picked off. Now it's just Marines and SEVs, but one of the bunkers is going to get up, and that's going to be able to help deal with this a bit more, shape up a few more units. SpeCial can't win with this force. He's just trying to pick up as many units as he can, but has Astrea held enough?
Well, while this is happening, a Liberator went into the main and picked off 7 workers, so really good multitasking from SpeCial. This push is going to get cleaned up. 7 workers do go down, and the Liberator's going to escape with its life. But there's not a whole lot of army for SpeCial at home, and Astrea's making his move across the map.
This might be where Astrea has to answer the bell. However, there is a siege tank in position. There are a few Marines and a medevac. A bunker is being thrown down. The third CC is just going to yeet on out for now, but here come the Stalkers. They're going to be able to potentially deny the bunker from going down. Yes, the siege tank getting nice shots on that so far. As you can see, potentially getting pulled, but Astrea has to be very careful. But SpeCial seems to be in a good spot here. F equals MA.
Yeah, Liberator coming in, getting a couple more workers. Yeah, it looks like things have kind of slowed down for a little bit. The third command center did have to lift off from that third base. It flew back home and is making the orbital inside of the main. But the blink in the back, due to the observer sight, gonna kind of get shut down by those siege tanks. I did not see those siege tanks at first, and SpeCial being in the perfect position to prevent something like that from happening.
Feels really bad, man. Astrea can't find a window of opportunity anywhere. Siege tanks are good units. Astrea at least has been able to deny the third CC from getting on location, so that's got to feel nice. He's got a bit of a contain going on right now. Can't do much with it. Stem only about 4/7 of the way done, so SpeCial can't really do a whole lot to kill Astrea for the time being, but SpeCial's got that worker lead, and soon, as his army supply continues to grow, he's going to be able to actually get that third base on location. Let Astrea have a bit of a comeback.
Yeah, drop heading up to the north side. It probably will get spotted. Currently, its path. Well, we'll see if it goes past the lone warp prism up there. Little scouting warp prism.
No, when in doubt, just treat it like an observer, guys. If you can't use your warp prism the way you want, treat it like an observer. What?
Nope, it goes right outside of the vision. Not seen.
That's really rough here, and there's no units in position. There will be actually Stalkers are moving. Oh, he's 6. Oh no, he was just putting them on patrol.
Oh, Astrea. Oh,
clever.
Now, SpeCial seeing that and pulling back. Yeah, for sure. Just got a little spidey sense.
Now, SpeCial hasn't moved his third command center onto location. He seems to be scared of something, or it was all a fake.
Yeah. I mean, these. This Stalker's gonna come up here, seeing these. Oh, is he gonna pick off? No, doesn't want to commit to it. Just bringing it quite red. I know I am a greedy player and would have gone for the medevac and thrown away those 3 Stalkers. And like you mentioned, that is why we are the ones casting, not playing.
Colossus is super important, but that's 6 siege tanks, man. That is some firepower and a half. Nice force fields, though, keeping the rest of the army from moving forward. Trying to buy time for that second Big Daddy Colossus and extended thermal lance to complete. The boys have been pulled. SpeCial is feeling very all-in this situation. He's building more workers back at home, but still no third CC on location. But oh, that's such a scary siege tank line, man.
Yeah, the 2 zealots that were at the third base sent into the main to see if they get anything done. It's cleaned up quite quickly. There's just a lot of Terran.
This dance here, Astrea trying to get some shots in before the siege tank siege up. He was able to get that there, but there's so much bio left over. He's only been able to shave off siege SCVs. The siege tanks, a couple of them will get picked off before getting hit, but the bio starts to stem forward. There's so little ground forces left here for Astrea. The Colossus trying to reign supreme as much supremacy as possible, warping in more and more stalkers and zealots, but the siege tanks moving forward, but only 2 remain.
Yeah, at this point, I think as long because 26 of those workers did get pulled, died on here. I think as long as Astrea can kind of hold right here, he might even just sack this base. Oh, he's gonna try to defend it.
59 Marines stimming forward, charging through the Protoss force. 1 Colossus will not be enough. A second one trying to defend will not be enough for Ire, and GG SpeCial with the power of mass Marine will move forward. I feel like the FPS is very low. It is a little bit off today. Sometimes when I stream on Korea, guys, my FPS seems to dip, so I apologize for that. I did lower my graphic settings. This is not casted from a replay. This is live. So apologies for the FPS issue, guys. It doesn't always happen. We are just on an unlucky day. Apologies. But oof. These are nail biter games. I feel like every game both players could have had it. But for now,
that last fight, I feel like once he saw all of those workers there, he had to know that this was a very all-in push. I think he should have just sacrificed that third base and kind of fall back. He was starting up a bunch of shield batteries near his natural. I think just concede that, know that hey, okay, I've killed 20 workers plus. I'll rebuild this base and just kind of not die to this. All right, looks like the next map Astrea is going to pick Simulacrum. Okay, I was just going to ask. I ask everybody this. Do you pronounce it Simulacrum, Simulacrum, Simulacrum? There's many different ways.
Oh, Simulacrum. That is a way.
Simulacrum, yeah.
Okay.
you just got to figure out where you want to put the emphasis, which syllables.
The emphasis. Don't tell me how to say what I want.
Yeah.
Alright, guys, before we get into this next game, as we are loading up, got everyone in the lobby and getting our players ready, I want to give a awesome shout out to our sweet sponsor, G Fuel, the official drink of esports. Since 2012, G Fuel has been providing some top gamers like PewDiePie, Duck Disrespect, and so many others with some sweet energy formula. G Fuel allows you to increase your energy, focus, and endurance. They are constantly releasing a bunch of cool new flavors. One of the most recent ones is the Castro's Guava, which pays tribute to the streamer Castro's rich Mexican heritage. Get this new flavor alone or in the collector's kit, as well as many more things at gfuel.com. Guys, go check them out. They have done a lot for us. And here we go, guys. Let's change the overlay and get into the next game.
Indeed. Thank you so much for doing that. And here we go, spawning in the top left of... I'm going to go with the Simulacrum. We have our blue Protoss player. It is Astrea.
All right. And in the bottom right, I will go with the Simulacrum. Give it up for the red Terran player SpeCial. Going up 3-2. Astrea
I was
sending-
talking to. Oh, go ahead.
Oh no,
yeah,
no,
yeah,
you
probe coming
no,
over.
you go.
Yeah, Astrea is sending his probe over, like you're saying. But I was talking to someone else the other day when we were casting, and I just every time, I don't know if just from watching too much GSL, but whenever I hear the introductions, I just in my head hear the thunder sticks, the people banging those inflatable things together, and like I feel like we need to get like a cheer track or something, play in the background.
Did you know that Fear Dragon made one of those?
A cheer track?
Essentially, so it's an applause track. So
Yeah.
Okay, you know about that? I
don't know. Tell me.
Okay. So people in chat, based off of what they put in, like there's a specific emote or something they can put in chat, and then it prompts the bot or program or whatever to do applause, and the more that goes into chat, like the more emotes, the louder the applause, and it's super cool, but can also get really annoying if you don't monitor it or have it like.
Yeah. Okay, got some cheeky coming out here.
Oh,
a little bit of a bunker coming down, and that's outside of the site of Astrea.
Guys.
Now, this.
I have had this happen to me. Oh, it's so annoying, but I'm so excited. I'm so excited to see how Astrea deals with this because, guys, the Protoss doesn't see it. And so once the Reaper shows up, the bunker's done, and you can't mine from here because what's the Protoss gonna do? Oh, it's so annoying. Terrans, if you want to annoy a Protoss because of all your hatred towards the Protoss race, do this because watch. What's Astrea gonna do? Well, he's got a stalker, and yeah, he's got a stalker. What do you do? Have you had to deal with this yet? Have you experienced this? This is recent.
So I've seen this quite a few times. Luckily, my Forge first openings, as we'll call them, and my Fast Boydray openings don't rely on the taking of a second Nexus.
Okay.
But I am well aware of the pain that this can cause.
And see, like, even probes, and a second Reaper! SpeCial, you madman! But I haven't seen this particular strategy, pulling the boys like this, but I don't hate it.
Yeah, I mean, only two, probably gonna lose maybe one or two more as the Stalkers have to walk up.
Oh,
yeah,
but being
there's one more.
So annoying, because with the second Reaper, now he just comes down into the natural, and he starts to annoy them.
Oh gosh.
Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Oh, and this Reaper...
No, he can only get one more here. The Stalkers are going to show up, and this Reaper's going to have to like get out of town. Probably going to have to give his life up. Oh my gosh. Okay, 5 in total.
Word 5.
Whew.
And denying any kind of scouting, any kind of movement, causing havoc, potentially delaying tech. But Astrea says, "Screw you, SpeCial. I'm dropping a third base at the 4-minute mark." Sucks to suck, man. But there's a tech lab going on to the starport back here for SpeCial. We're going to see if it's going to be a Raven or Banshee that he decides to go for. A couple more barracks being thrown on, so it's going to be a 3-base push. It's going to be a 2-base, 3-rex push. So it's going to be a Raven. And I'm not liking this spot for Astrea here, man.
Yeah, this is tough. A little bit of a supply block there for SpeCial, having to use the call down supply on one of those front 2 supply depots, the mouth of his main. But definitely enough supply coming in the future. Now, the hallucinated Phoenix does go around the mine, so it's going to come in here and it's going to see all these production structures.
Okay, so he gets a scout. He sees. He knows what's going on.
Sees. What does he do with that information, though, is the question.
That is a big question. And wow, yeah, this mine. If this mine,
robo coming.
If this mine had denied that scout, I'd be so worried for Astrea. But his response is nothing. Yeah. Okay, guys.
He's just gonna sit here for a minute. Now he's getting some of the key things that he needs. He's got charge up. He's chronoing out +1 armor. And he's going to send these stalkers over. And the point of these stalkers, I would imagine, isn't to necessarily get a huge amount of damage done. It's just to slow the Terran players push down. Losing a stalker for free, not the best thing.
Not not ideal. Oh, and he's gonna lose the second one. Oh, Astrea, my man. You gotta stop this. Oh my gosh, 2 more barracks. It's 5 barracks time, baby. Let's go. Oh my word. Goodness gravies.
Yeah. Well, looks like Special's gearing up for a pretty big push here. I'm wondering if it'll time with this +1 attack that's being researched at the engineering bay. That'll be around the same time that Stim finishes. These Marines don't have combat shields. He does have the tech lab there, so he could get that if he decided to.
There it is. Yeah, look at you go.
And sure enough, look at me making those calls.
Look at this guy. Okay.
I'm looking at chat. I agree with Asuna. I think we're gonna see some boys get pulled. I think Special's gonna go with the same kind of. Well, okay. As we say that, 2 medevacs are gonna boost across the map.
I mean, what?
Or
And now
are
they're. Oh, okay, guys. This is.
I'm scratching my head.
Why psych
we
out
go.
your opponent when you can just psych out the casters? This is the question. But here we go. Push is coming. Gateways are done. Charge is complete. Stalkers running into the Bioforce. But it's only 3 tanks this time, not 6 as we saw last game. But the Raven has been banking up energy.
Yeah, and here come the boys. They're wandering a slightly different path. Multi-pronged attack, I guess. Maybe you said it a different way so you wouldn't see them.
Pod boys, choo-choo! Asuna with the big brain calls. But Astrea trying to set up in the right position. But oh my gosh, that's so much Terran. That is so much Terran. And oh, Astrea opened up that ramp for the boys so nicely. Like, what a guy.
Yeah, we don't have any Colossus yet. It's just going to be held, or attempted to be held with the charge lots, the Immortals, Stalkers, and Sentries.
Now, if this was the old charge lots, I'd say Astrea has a chance. But I don't know if Astrea has a chance. Oh, the sexy anti-armor missile. Actually, brilliant dodge here out of Astrea, but I don't know if it's going to be enough. The boys and the Marines charge forward. The tanks on siege. The A move has begun. Does Astrea have enough? The Marines stim depletes, but they start to move forward again. Astrea's going to have to back up. He's moved back into the natural. 15 SCVs have gone down technically, but that doesn't matter. The surround is here. The siege tank gets taken out, but GG is called. Special's going up 4-2. Ladies and gentlemen, Astrea just couldn't do enough.
Oof. All right, well, this is starting to look like it's going to lean towards your prediction more than mine. But I believe. Come on, Astrea. You can do the reverse kill here.
I only said the prediction for Special. I don't actually want Special to win, guys. It's not in the game plan. All right, the last map, whatever map hasn't been played.
Is it gonna be Zen? No.
Shazam's
Golden.
Shazam.
I think it's Golden Wall.
Yeah, it's very Golden Wall. Shazam says, "I believe in a thing called love. This thing, called love. I can't handle this thing called love." Okay, guys, Astrea's in some trouble. We're on match point here and not in our boys' favor. And since we are a biased casting team, I will attempt to give our boy hope and power through the power of maple syrup, which is an unofficial supporter of this stream. Oh, wait. Yeah,
I think you need to climb into the lobby real quick.
I do need to climb into the lobby. I forget. Apparently, I'm forgetting everything today. Guys, sleep's important. Make sure to go to bed on time. I did not. I got enough sleep, but I didn't go to bed on time, so my brain's a little foggy. But to Astrea, maple syrup for strength.
And Anna!
That was too much.
Too much?
Too much. Oh, God. Wow. Oh, that's a lot of power. Astrea, feel the power. Feel the power.
Sugar rush.
Sugar rush. Yeah.
He did. Bibs, that was
It's a thing.
some
It's kind of my thing.
Canada straight in. All right. So this map is, I think, one of the most interesting, one of the most different maps in the new pool. Different from the others, but we can talk about that a little bit after we get these players introduced here. So spawning in the bottom right, we have our blue Terran player. On match point, it is SpeCial.
And in the red, guys, you gotta believe, ladies and gentlemen, put your virtual hands together and give him all your MMR and strength. From Alpha X in the southwestern position of Golden Wall leg extensions, give it up for Astrea. As he plops.
I definitely also.
Sorry, go.
Yeah, drop this gateway down. I do. I am a fan of SpeCial. Yeah, it's fun to see good players all around, right?
Oh yeah.
StarCraft. It doesn't matter which race you play. Everyone can appreciate like a 6 split or an amazing, mind dodge or whatever it is. So, do want to make sure that we give SpeCial some of that special love as well.
Oh, of course. Well, he's put a lot of effort into this. He is a good player. He has competed in the GSL. He's qualified. He's made it. He hasn't won, but that's most people. Most people can say that they haven't won GSL.
Yeah, how would you represent that? The pie chart showing people who have played it versus people who haven't. It's you got a solid circle as the group of people who have not won GSL. I think
You have just two colors. One color's like people who haven't won GSL. The other color's also people who haven't won GSL, just to mix it up. And then I feel like you could have a slight sliver for people who think that if they could just afford to go to Korea, they could win GSL.
Yeah, or I could do it if I wanted to.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Exactly.
I just don't want to.
Bibs. I haven't gotten around to it either, but it's on the list.
Yeah.
It's just what you gotta do, man. It's all gotta be on the list.
Yeah. Okay, we got the Reaper coming in. It's going to get the full scout. And it does see Astrea starting to mine out the back of the space. Now he can click on those mineral patches and see that there's only 10 have been mined. Oh, okay. For a second.
Sorry, no go.
Yeah, you went in the same. Yeah, HJax has won the same number of code S's as Stu, which makes HJax just as good as Stu. And Sarah, yeah.
Don't forget Sarah.
Goodness.
Okay. Alright, SpeCial finally building a bunker in the natural. Thank you, sir. Thank you for finally playing Terran right.
Doing that defensive structure building.
We as Protoss, we have to build defensive things like units and shield batteries and cannons to stop you. You could at least do us the favor by building your flippin' bunker. Flippin' natural. Thank you very much. Okay, so it's Blink again. Wow. I'm surprised we haven't seen some kind of Stargate opener or something. Phoenix play has been very popular in PvT, and this map was very good for Phoenixes, I feel.
Speaking of other openings besides Blink, did you watch the GSL stuff last night?
I
talked about
missed the most important game of the night. I came in like the game after, and I was like, "Hey, what's up, guys?" And everyone's like, "We're watching GSL," and I'm like, "There's GSL tonight?" And they're like, "Bruh, where have you been?" And it's never on. Like, it was before midnight when it started. I'm like, GSL never starts this early. What the heck's going on? And so, I've already heard what happens. So please don't be afraid of spoilers.
No, I don't want to spoil it for anybody who's watching in chat. But by all means, you should definitely check out. I think it was SOS versus Bunny, Game 3. Very interesting, fast Nexus opening. We'll call it from the Protoss player. Well, it was a PvT match, which is what I'm thinking about here. In any case, back to this game. We have a lot of Marines coming out and a lot of barracks here, flying over to these double tech labs once again. So I'm thinking we're going to see a push kind of like last time.
So SpeCial has not given us anything really that special except the same build every game. The 3 racks. He's feeling it's very powerful. I mean, it's put him up 4-2, so I mean, can't complain. The only time Astrea's been able to beat it has been when Special's proxy and giving Astrea that extra bonus time. Now, Astrea, what's the game plan, dude? What are you gonna do this time to make your life easier?
Yeah, he got the scout with that Phoenix, so he knows it's coming. He's dropping 4 gateways. Okay, that's a good start.
Okay.
He's getting +1/+1 right now and chronoing both of those at the same time.
Raptors? I wouldn't mind Raptors. Honestly, if Astrea got Disruptors,
Yeah.
Boomtoss saying Raptors, exclamation mark, caps lock, question mark. I wouldn't mind it. I think that would be good because Special's units always get so clumped up, and the way he attacks would be so hard to split. There's just too much to split. I think Raptors could do a good job. What do you think?
Yeah, I think no matter what it is, be it Disruptors, be it Colossus, Storm, like there needs to be some sort of AoE just to deal with all of this bio. But we're just going to see mass gateway, and with Blink Micro, you can get a lot done. But okay, we got a little bit of a turret thing coming down here in the main. Not going to pick off too much here.
Good.
Raven come in. He's going to run over the natural. Okay, there goes the second probe. Ooh, not quite a third. And now's when the push is coming. Now, there's no tanks at this one.
That's because there's a Widow Mine drop in the main, but the probe pull is it good? Oh my!
Ouch.
Astrea.
Now, what that noise is the sound. What's the line from Star Wars? 1,000 souls crying out and being silenced all at once, something like that. That was a big mine drop. Astrea trying to pull, but didn't quite pull far enough.
That hurt me so much. And this wonderful drop getting so much more damage in the main. 27 workers have gone down. 34 left for Astrea. Guys, I ain't saying it's over, but it's not feeling not over. The Blink Micro's good, but Astrea, you're gonna have to micro your heart out. There is a third CC, but GG SpeCial, ladies and gentlemen, is going to be your champion. 5-2. Neither F=MA or myself able to correctly predict the score, so neither of us win the friendly caster bout. But SpeCial did. That guys felt so hard.
Yeah, I mean, even without the mine drop, the push from SpeCial there was pretty strong. Those Marauders were able to do a lot of damage to the Stalkers. Marines are pretty good units as well. But with the mine drop, that was just the icing on the cake, giving SpeCial that game.
Oh, man. But well done from SpeCial. He showed his true power. Astrea not quite able to hold up to the Mexican luchador, and he was defeated. But be not afraid, all of you in the future, for Astrea will be back, and he will be ready to fight another day and win. For SpeCial is not the only person out there, and Astrea will continue to train. But thank you all for watching. We hope it's been a pleasure. It has been for me. It has been a pleasure casting with you, Mr. F=MA.
Yeah, same to you, Captain Canuck. I definitely look forward to doing some more casting with you in the future. And I hope we get to watch more great games like these.
Heck yeah, man. Guys, if you haven't already, please remember to use the Matcherino code. We still have some codes left to use. I have just done the command to help us out. Also, as well, if you would like these replays or any others of our Alpha Pro series or other series that we do, please consider subscribing. Use that Twitch Prime sub. Help us out. And every subscriber gets these replay packs absolutely free through us. So please consider that. Guys, thanks again. You got anything else at F=MA?
I think you got it covered. Just want to thank our players one more time and hope that everybody is staying safe out there.
Yeah, guys, stay safe, have fun, and until next time, good night, good luck, and have fun. Peace!